Have you ever wondered why some people seem to effortlessly manifest their dreams, while others struggle to make even the smallest changes in their lives? The answer lies not in luck or circumstance, but in the power of purposeful asking. Once you start asking the universe like this, it is done. Consider this. Every great achievement in human history began with a single powerful request. The Wright brothers didn't just hope for flight. They asked, how can we soar through the skies? Marie Curie didn't merely wish for scientific breakthroughs. She inquired, what secrets does radioactivity hold? These visionaries understood that the right question, asked with intention and belief, sets in motion forces beyond our comprehension. But what makes a request powerful? It's not just the words we use, but the energy and conviction behind them. When we align our desires with the universal principles of growth, harmony, and abundance, we tap into a wellspring of infinite potential. This alignment is the key to unlocking the transformative power of purposeful asking. Think about a time when you desperately wanted something. Perhaps it was a job, a relationship, or a personal goal. Did you approach it with hesitation and doubt, or with unwavering certainty? The universe responds not just to our words, but to the vibration of our thoughts and emotions. When we ask with clarity, conviction, and alignment, we create a resonance that the universe cannot ignore. This isn't mere wishful thinking or New Age philosophy. Science is beginning to unravel the mysteries of intention and its effect on the physical world. Quantum physics shows us that at the most fundamental level, reality is influenced by the observer. Our consciousness, our very act of asking and expecting, can shape the world around us in ways we're only beginning to understand. But don't mistake this for passive wishing. Purposeful asking is an active, dynamic process. It requires us to be clear about what we want, why we want it, and how it aligns with our highest good and the good of others. It demands that we listen as much as we speak, attuning ourselves to the subtle guidance and opportunities the universe provides in response to our requests. Consider the metaphor of a radio. If you want to listen to a specific station, you must tune to the right frequency. Similarly, to receive what you're asking for, you must align your thoughts, feelings, and actions to the frequency of your desire. This alignment is what distinguishes idle daydreaming from powerful, purposeful asking. Now, some might argue that this sounds too simple. If all it takes is asking, why isn't everyone living their dream life? The truth is, most people don't ask properly. They dilute their requests with doubt, fear, or limiting belief. They ask half-heartedly, expecting failure rather than success. Or they ask for things that don't truly resonate with their deepest values and aspirations. Purposeful asking requires courage. It means being willing to articulate your deepest desires, even if they seem impossible. It means facing your fears and doubts and asking anyway. It means being specific about what you want, while remaining open to how it might manifest. Think of the great change makers throughout history. Did they timidly hope for a better world? Or did they boldly declare their vision and invite the universe to conspire in its creation? They understood that change begins with a powerful request, a declaration of intent that reverberates through the fabric of reality. But let's be clear. This isn't about manipulating the universe to serve our ego's whims. The most powerful requests are those that align with our highest purpose and contribute to the greater good. When we ask for things that elevate not just ourselves, but those around us, we tap into a power far greater than our individual desires. This brings us to an essential aspect of purposeful asking. Gratitude is the magnet that draws our desires to us. When we ask with a heart full of appreciation for what we already have, we open ourselves to receive even more. It's a paradox that many struggle to grasp. The more grateful we are. So how do we cultivate this attitude of grateful expectation? It begins with awareness. Pay attention to the small miracles that surround you every day. The sun rising, the air you breathe, the kindness of strangers. As you recognize these gifts, your capacity to receive grows. Next, practice asking as if you've already received. This isn't about denying reality, but about aligning your energy with the outcome you desire. When you ask with the confidence of someone who knows their request has been granted, you send a powerful signal to the universe. Remember, the universe doesn't judge your request as big or small, possible or impossible. It simply responds to the energy you put out. So dream big. Ask for what truly inspires you, what makes your heart sing. Don't censor your desires based on what you think is realistic or achievable. At the same time, be willing to detach from the specific form your desire might take. Sometimes the universe has something even better in store for us than what we initially envisioned. By remaining open and flexible, we allow for possibilities beyond our limited imagination. Now, you might be wondering, what about action? Do I just ask and wait? Absolutely not. Purposeful asking is the first step, but it must be followed by inspired action. When you ask with clarity and conviction, you'll find yourself naturally drawn to take steps that align with your request. Opportunities will present themselves, ideas will flow, and you'll feel an inner urge to move in the direction of your dreams. This is where many people falter. They ask, but then doubt creeps in and they hesitate to act on the guidance they receive. Remember, the universe often responds through subtle hints, chance encounters, or sudden inspirations. Stay alert to these signs and have the courage to follow through. Consistency is key in this process. Just as you wouldn't plant a seed and then dig it up every day to check its progress, you must trust in the unseen forces at work after you've made your request. Continue to nurture your desire with positive expectation, but avoid the temptation to constantly question or doubt the process. As you embark on this journey of purposeful asking, you likely encounter resistance, both internal and external. Doubts may arise, challenging your belief in the process. Others may question your vision or try to pull you back into old patterns of thinking. This is where your commitment is tested. Stand firm in your conviction. Surround yourself with supportive people who believe in the power of purposeful asking. Seek out stories and examples of those who have manifested their dreams through this process. Let their success fuel your own belief and determination. Remember, every great achievement, every positive change in the world began with someone daring to ask for what seemed impossible. The civil rights movement didn't just happen. It began with individuals asking, why not equality for all? Or the technological marvels we enjoy today started with inventors asking, what if we could connect the world? You have that same power within you. Your voice, your desires, your questions have the potential to reshape reality. But it all begins with how you ask. Are you ready to harness the power of purposeful asking? Are you prepared to align your request with the infinite potential of the universe? As we continue our exploration of this transformative concept, we'll delve deeper into the art of divine dialogue. How to refine your request, overcome the obstacles that hold you back, and develop unshakable faith in the process. For now, I invite you to reflect on the requests you've been making. Are they clear? Are they aligned with your highest good? Are they infused with the energy of certainty and gratitude? Then today to ask as if it is already done. Speak your desires into existence with unwavering faith. But once you start asking the universe like this, it is indeed done. The wheels are set in motion, and you become an active co-creator of your reality. As we continue our exploration of purposeful asking, we find ourselves at the threshold of a profound truth. The universe is not a distant, indifferent force, but a responsive, interactive presence. It's waiting for us to engage in a divine dialogue, a conversation that can reshape our reality But how do we cultivate this sacred art of communication? The key lies in understanding that every thought, every word, every intention is a form of asking. We're constantly in dialogue with the universe, whether we realize it or not. The question is, are we speaking a language that the universe can respond to? Consider for a moment the last time you felt truly heard and understood. Perhaps it was a conversation with a close friend, a mentor, or a loved one. What made that interaction so powerful? The answer is I. It wasn't just the words exchanged, but the quality of presence, the depth of listening, the authenticity of expression. This is the essence of divine dialogue. It's not about shouting our demands into the void, but about creating a resonant field of communication with the universe. It's about aligning our requests with universal principles, overcoming our doubts and fears, and developing an unwavering faith in the process. Let's start with alignment. When our requests are in harmony with the highest good for ourselves and others, we tap into a power far greater than our individual will. This doesn't mean we can't ask for personal desires or material things. Rather, it's about understanding how our requests fit into the larger tapestry of life. Ask yourself, how does my desire contribute to my growth and the growth of others? How does it align with my deepest values and the universal principles of love, abundance, and harmony? When we frame our requests in this way, we create a powerful resonance that the universe can't help but respond to. But alignment alone isn't enough. We must also learn to overcome the doubts and fears that often sabotage our requests. How many times have you asked for something, only to immediately think, but that's impossible, or I don't deserve that? These thoughts are like static in our divine dialogue, distorting the clarity of our message. Overcoming doubt requires a radical shift in perspective. Instead of seeing your desires as distant possibilities, start viewing them as inevitabilities. This isn't about denying reality, but about aligning your energy with the outcome you seek. When you ask as if it's already done, you create a powerful magnetic force that draws your desire to you. Fear, too, can be a formidable obstacle in our divine dialogue. Fear of failure, fear of success, fear of change. These can all mute our requests or fill them with conflicting energy. But here's a liberating truth. Fear is often a sign that we're on the right track. It means we're stepping out of our comfort zone, reaching for something that truly matters to us. Instead of trying to eliminate fear, learn to ask despite it. Acknowledge your fear, thank it for trying to protect you, and then ask anyway. This courage in the face of fear sends a powerful message to the universe about your commitment to your desire. As we refine our art of divine dialogue, we must also cultivate unwavering faith in the process. This faith isn't blind belief, but a deep knowing based on understanding universal laws. Just as you trust gravity to keep you grounded without constantly questioning it, you can trust in the responsive nature of the universe. Building this faith requires practice. Start with small requests, things that feel easily achievable. As you see the universe responding, your confidence will grow. Keep a record of your asks and the responses you receive. You'll likely start noticing synchronicities, unexpected opportunities, and coincidences that align with your requests. Remember, the universe often responds in ways we don't expect. Be open to receiving in forms that might surprise you. Sometimes what we think we want isn't what we truly need, and the universe, in its wisdom, gives us what serves our highest good. An essential aspect of divine dialogue is learning to listen. After you've made your request, create space for guidance. This might come through intuition, sudden inspirations, or external signs. Cultivate a state of receptive awareness, always ready for the universe's response. Attitude plays a crucial role in this process. When we approach the universe with a heart full of appreciation, we open ourselves to receive even more. Make gratitude a daily practice. Thank the universe not just for what you've received, but for what's on its way. This attitude of grateful expectation amplifies the power of your requests. Now let's address a common misconception. Divine dialogue isn't about trying to control the universe or bend it to our will. It's about co-creation. We bring our desires, our energy, our action, and the universe brings its infinite wisdom and resources. It's a dance of give and take, of asking and receiving. This collaborative approach requires a balance of clarity and surrender. Be specific in your requests. The universe responds to precision, but also be willing to release attachment to the outcome. Trust that what comes is for your highest good, even if it doesn't match your initial vision. As you engage in this divine dialogue, you'll likely encounter challenges. There may be times when it seems like your requests are going unanswered. This is where persistence comes in. Great achievements often require sustained asking. I think of it as tuning a radio. You might need to adjust your frequency several times before you get a clear signal. But persistence doesn't mean repeating the same request over and over. It means refining your ask, aligning it more closely with your true desires and universal principles. It means taking inspired action in the direction of your dreams, even when the path isn't clear. Throughout this process, maintain an attitude of curiosity and experimentation. Divine dialogue is a skill, and like any skill, it improves with practice. Be willing to try different approaches to learn from both your successes and seeming failures. As you cultivate this art, you'll find that your relationship with the universe transforms. Instead of feeling like a passive recipient of circumstances, you'll recognize yourself as an active co-creator of your reality. This shift in perspective is profoundly empowering. You'll also notice changes in how you relate to others. As you become more attuned to the subtle language of the universe, you'll likely become a better listener in your human relationships as well. You'll develop a deeper appreciation for the interconnectedness of all things, recognizing how your requests and actions ripple out to affect the world around you. This awareness brings with it a sense of responsibility. As you realize the power of your ask, you'll naturally want to ensure that your requests contribute to the greater good. This doesn't mean denying your personal desires, but rather finding ways to align them with the well-being of others and the planet. Consider the great voices of change throughout history. Their power came not just from the strength of their conviction, but from their ability to articulate requests that resonated with universal truths. They asked not just for themselves, but on behalf of humanity. They engaged in a divine dialogue that moved nations and reshaped society. You have that same power within you. Your voice, your desires, your questions have the potential to create ripples of positive change that extend far beyond your individual life. But it all begins with how you act, how you engage in this sacred conversation with the universe. As we continue to explore the transformative power of purposeful asking, we'll look at how to translate our divine dialogue into concrete action. For it's in the dance between asking and doing, between faith and effort, that true magic happens. The universe is waiting for your call. Are you ready to speak? The universe has heard your call. You've aligned your request with universal principles and cultivated the art of divine dialogue. Now comes the crucial step that bridges the gap between intention and manifestation. For it is through our actions that we give the universe hands and feet to bring our desires into physical reality. But not just any action will do. We're talking about inspired action. Steps that arise from a place of alignment and intuition rather than fear or obligation. This is where many falter in their journey of manifestation. In fact, they make their requests, but then either sit back passively waiting for miracles, or frantically try to force outcomes through sheer willpower. True manifestation lies in the delicate balance between surrender and effort. It's about being attuned to the subtle guidance of the universe and having the courage to act on it, even when it doesn't make logical sense. It's about trusting the process while also doing your part to co-create your reality. Consider the metaphor of planting a garden. You carefully select your seeds, your desires. Plant them in fertile soil, your aligned mindset, and water them with faith and expectation. But you don't just sit back and wait. You tend to your garden daily, removing weeds, doubts, and fears, providing nourishment, positive thoughts and actions, and creating the optimal conditions for growth. Similarly, as you move from ask to action, your role is to create the optimal conditions for your desires to manifest. This starts with maintaining the high vibrational state that aligns with your request. Your thoughts, words, and actions should all be in harmony with what you're asking for. Pay attention to the insights and opportunities that arise after you've made your request. The universe often responds through subtle hints, chance encounters, or sudden inspirations. These are your cues for inspired action, unlike forced action, which often feels heavy and draining. Inspired action energizes you. It feels right, and if it's challenging, don't be surprised if these inspired actions seem small or insignificant at first. Remember, even the mightiest oak starts from a tiny acorn. Each small step you take builds momentum, creating a ripple effect that can lead to profound changes. Trust in the compounding power of consistent, aligned action. As you act on your inspiration, you'll likely encounter obstacles. This is where many people give up, interpreting challenges as signs that their desires aren't meant to be. But obstacles are often tests of your commitment and opportunities for growth. They're invitations to refine your approach, to dig deeper into your reserves of faith and perseverance. When faced with setbacks, return to your divine dialogue. Ask for guidance. Be open to course correction. Sometimes what seems like an obstacle is actually the universe redirecting you to a better path. Your job is not to control the how, but to stay committed to the what and why of your desire. This brings us to a crucial point. Detachment from outcomes. While it may seem paradoxical, the most powerful manifestation comes when we're not obsessed with results. Act with purpose and intention, but release attachment to how things unfold. Trust that the universe has a broader perspective and may be orchestrating it. Detachment doesn't mean indifference. It means maintaining your desire and taking action while also being open to how it manifests. It's about finding joy in the journey, not just the destination. When you approach manifestation with this mindset, you open yourself to possibilities beyond your initial vision. As you move through this process, self-reflection becomes invaluable. Regularly assess your actions. Are they aligned with your requests? Are you acting from a place of faith or fear? Are you staying open to guidance and willing to adjust your course? This ongoing dialogue with yourself ensures that you stay on track and continue to refine your manifestation skills. Remember, manifestation is not just about getting things. It's about becoming the person who is capable of receiving and maintaining what you desire. Often, the universe will present you with opportunities for growth and learning before delivering the object of your request. Embrace these opportunities. They are preparing you for the fulfillment of your desires. This process of personal growth is where the true magic of manifestation lies. As you align your thoughts, words, and actions with your highest aspirations, you begin to transform. You become more confident, more resilient, more in tune with your inner wisdom. You start to recognize yourself as a powerful co-creator of your reality. But manifestation isn't just about personal gain. The most fulfilling manifestations are those that contribute to the greater good. As you move from ask to action, consider how your desires and efforts can create positive change beyond your individual life. How can your manifestations lift others? How can they contribute to a more just, this broader perspective? Not only amplifies the power of your manifestations, but also brings a deeper sense of purpose and fulfillment. You begin to see yourself as part of a larger tapestry, your individual thread interwoven with countless others to create a beautiful whole. As you continue on this path, you'll likely encounter moments of doubt or impatience. The temptation to give up or to try to force outcomes may arise. This is where your faith in the process is tested. Return to your practice of gratitude. Appreciate what you've already manifested, no matter how small. Gratitude keeps you in a state of receptivity and trust. Also, celebrate your efforts, not just your outcomes. Every aligned action you take is a success, regardless of immediate results. These actions are reshaping your reality, even if the effects aren't yet visible. Trust in the unseen forces at work. As you persist in this dance of asking and acting, you'll start to notice a shift. Manifestation becomes less about making things happen and more about allowing them to unfold. You'll find yourself in a state of flow where opportunities and resources naturally gravitate towards you. This is the state of effortless action that ancient wisdom traditions speak of. But reaching this state doesn't mean you stop taking action. It means your actions become more intuitive, more aligned, more powerful. You become a clear channel for universal energy to flow through, bringing your desires into physical reality with grace and ease. This journey from ask to action is not a linear path. It's a spiral where each cycle brings you to a higher level of understanding and manifestation ability. You'll revisit the same themes: alignment, faith, action, detachment, but each time with deeper insight and greater skill. As you master this process, you become a beacon of possibility for others. Your life becomes a testament to the power of purposeful asking and inspired action. Without saying a word, you inspire those around you to dream bigger, to ask bolder, to act with more faith and conviction. You become a force for positive change in the world. Your manifestations ripple out, touching lives in ways you may never fully know. This is the ultimate fulfillment of the promise. Once you start asking the universe like this, it is done. For in mastering the art of manifestation, you don't just change your life. You contribute to the evolution of human consciousness. So as we conclude this exploration of purposeful asking and inspired action, I invite you to reflect on the desires you hold in your heart. What are you truly asking for? Are you ready to align your entire being? Are you prepared to trust in the process, to act with faith even in the face of uncertainty? The universe is waiting for your call. It's ready to partner with you in the co-creation of your reality. But remember, it's not just about what you get, but who you become in the process. Every action is an opportunity for growth, for alignment, for transformation. You have within you the power to reshape your world. Your voice, your desires, your actions have the potential to create ripples of change that extend far beyond your individual life. The journey from ask to action is the path to manifesting not just your desires, but your highest destiny. So step forward with courage. Ask with clarity and conviction. Act with faith and perseverance. For once you start asking the universe like this and following through with inspired action, it is indeed done. The wheels of manifestation are set in motion, and you become the architect of your own destiny, a co-creator of a better world. Your journey of manifestation begins now. What will you ask for? How will you act? The universe is listening, ready to respond. The power is in your hands. Use it wisely, use it boldly, and watch as your deepest desires unfold into reality.
You took a course to revolt no matter knocks. Your down, never stop learning. Every setback, back, every failure, every challenge holds the a reason. Be humble. Greatest teachers, rebuilding yourself means evolving, constantly growing. Never become too proud to learn. Never become too comfortable to change. So now the questions ready to revolt, because no matter what has how far you will be, feminist foundation is within its time to pick up the pieces and create the masterpiece pieces that is your life. Rebuild yourself. You, the first step is rebuilding yourself, is to face the truth. Your truth life can hit you hard, settled pieces. There are moments when you might not recognize who you are. You become you carrying with the weight, the past failures, regrets, disappointments, and rebelling.